Kratos had been called upon by the gods to confront an unthinkable evil
Boats.
unleashed on the city of Attica.
Okay, interrupting me in the middle of a tutorial is both a dick move and a really cool moment. Crazy how small Kratos is to some characters in these games. Because Kratos is giant. There's gotta be something in the water in this universe. Because the God of War games, they're full of some husky giant boys. Large suns, good at large sun work. Like farming, and banjo playing, and boulder pushing. You know, large sun work. Ah shit, they gave me a stand. This is just what Kratos needed. Sir, have you heard of this new invention? It's called personal space, and I think it's gonna be big. Crazy how this dinky little PSP game feels better and more natural to play than Ascension, the AAA money sink that came out on the PS3.
And as Kratos approached the temple, it became clear that the task ahead was more than he could have ever imagined.
This game is like 5 hours long max. There's no way that's true. After seeing 18 of their closest friends getting cut in half the same way, you'd think that they'd start guarding their stomachs.
Morpheus grew ever stronger as his harbingers of darkness continued their relentless march.
I know absolutely nothing about Morpheus as a mythological figure, so every time they bring him up, I only picture Lawrence Fishburne. If Gorgon Eyes and Phoenix Feathers permanently bring your health up, then Kratos should just go and kill every single Gorgon and Phoenix until he's the strongest man in all of Greece. Usually taking some time to improve yourself means going to therapy, but no, I think Kratos should try to become fully invincible via genocide. Okay, take your time. Now I'm gonna get you. Now I'm gonna get you. Man, they still haven't learned. See, the nice thing about God of War's combat system is that you could do this crazy, cool, elaborate combo of moves to get rid of your enemies. Or, you could press L1 and square over and over and over until everything's dead. As a lazy person, I prefer the latter. You see this shit? I'm walking on sunshine. Someone get Katrina and the Hurricanes on the phone. They've got some royalties to collect. Also, that's definitely not what that band was called. I feel like Kratos should come up with a better escape route than just hurling himself through the air and hoping he can land somewhere advantageous. Might I suggest investing in a Greek parachute? So, no head? Wow, 2 Cyclops. It's like together you have the visual abilities of one regular human. Everyone always uses a river of blood as a horror motif. But you know what? I think that a river of literally any other bodily fluid is infinitely worse.
Be gone. It is not yet your time, mortal.
Listen, man, I just want you to know that things didn't work out amazingly the last time I was called mortal. So you may be digging your own grave. I don't control it, Kratos does.
You chose your path.
Well, now you're definitely gonna get it. I'll be back for you for sure. Man, I can't believe they have Bruce Willis chained up down here. Actually, that's mean. Let's think of another. Man, I can't believe they have Dean Norris chained up down here. Thank you, camera. I don't think you needed to zoom out that much to convince me that it was a long chain.
You underestimate me, Charon. This time I will not be so merciful.
I was being merciful the first time? Why'd I pick then to try out that emotion? Stick around, Charon. Oh, he's not dead yet. Sick. Now I have time to think of a better one-liner. Well, there's not really anything clever to say about that. I guess I could say he's half the man that he used to be, but that doesn't really relate to the fact that blunt force trauma to the face is what killed him. I thought we were gearing up for a big final boss fight, but this is just a tree that steals your upgrades. Like the opposite of the giving tree. Ah yes, the classic child abandonment QuickTime event. I didn't know that Elon Musk was a God of War fan. Man, they waited no time before giving all the upgrades back. Can you imagine if Death stole all your shit in Symphony of the Night and then gave it back like 4 screens later? You'd think that was a weird decision. Man, I just know that somebody played Ocarina of Time before creating this boss fight. That game's pretty good. Not amazing, but pretty good considering it was a handheld God of War game. Unfortunately, it's not as good as the PS2 games, and the entire time I was playing it, I was sort of thinking in the back of my head, man, I wish I was playing the PS2 games instead.
He has again served us well, Athena.
He is a remarkable mortal.
He is weak. Shall we help him?
Oh, so that's why I didn't have all those items in the future games. Not because that tree stole all my upgrades, but because people stole them while I was sleeping. Of course, that makes so much more sense.